Hello, my name is Allison Egan Datwani-Glamorous Yogini, and welcome to my YouTube channel for Heart and Back Flow, where you will open up your heart space, neck and shoulders, as well as strengthen your backside. This practice will help you to feel open-hearted as well as connected to your backbone, strong, confident, courageous. What you need for this practice is your mat, 2 yoga blocks, and if you find that you like this 20-minute practice and you want a longer extended version, do check out the links in my description box that will lead you to my online studio where your first class is free. And also, please don't forget to subscribe so that you can be updated for my next uploads of classes. All right, let's get started. Let's make our way onto the mat. You have your blocks at the top of the mat. Come onto your back side with your head on the floor. Bend your knees, walk your feet as wide as the mat. Knock your inner knees into touch. Reach your arms overhead, your palms face up. Close your eyes. Locate your breath. Notice the tidal quality of your breath as it gently lifts you and drops you. Close your mouth. Deepen your inhale. Feel your heart lift to the ceiling. Open your mouth. Exhale, sigh. Cleansing, cooling breath. Mouth is closed. Deep inhale. Open mouth. Exhale. Seal your lips. Deepen your inhale. Keep your lips sealed. Exhale, nose breathing. Continue to stretch your breath with your mouth closed. Hear the whisper, ocean-like sound being formed in the back of your throat. Make your breath louder. Deep inhale. Exhale. I invite you to set an intention for your practice where you will stay with your breath to keep you open as we move through our moving meditation. Deep inhale. Exhale. Open your eyes, separate your knees, lift your heels off the floor. Inhale, rock your knees to the right, let them exhale, fall. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, knees fall to the left, windshield wiper legs. Inhale, center. Exhale, knees fall right. Inhale, center. Exhale, knees fall left. Inhale, come through center. Exhale, stamp your feet to the floor, hip width apart, heels under the knees. Inhale, lift your hips off the floor, contract your buttocks. Look at the ceiling, long bridge. Exhale, lower your hips to the floor, pull your bent knees to your chest, hands to shins, nose to knees. Inhale, stamp your feet to the floor. Lift your hips, head is on the floor, reach your arms overhead, palms up, long bridge. Exhale, lower your hips, pull your bent knees to your chest, lift your shoulders off the floor, nose to knees, curl up into a tight ball. Inhale, stamp your feet to the floor, hips lift, arms overhead, look at the ceiling. Exhale, lower your hips, pull your bent knees to your chest, hands to shins, nose to knees. Inhale, lower your head to the floor. Kick your legs overhead. Exhale, bend your knees. Grab hold of the back of your bent knees to make your way up to sit and come onto your hands and knees. Once you're on your hands and knees, tuck your toes under, walk your hands a step forward of your shoulders. Lift your knees off the floor, downward facing dog. Inhale, high to the balls of your feet. Exhale, spin your heels to the right, all 10 toes, turn left, look under your left arm, feel your left side body open. Inhale, high to the balls of your feet. Exhale, turn your heels to the left, toes right, look under your right arm, feel your right side body open. Inhale, high to the balls of your feet. Exhale, heels turn right, toes left, look under your left arm. Inhale, high to the balls of your feet. Exhale, heels turn to the left, toes right. Look under your right arm. Inhale, come back through center. All 10 toes point forward. Exhale, bend your knees, bent knee dog. Create more length in your spine. Open up your hands. Inhale, lengthen through your legs. Glide your shoulders over your wrists. Plank pose. Look at the top of the mat. Deep inhale. Exhale, lower your bent knees to the floor for support. Point your toes, bend your elbows, lower belly down to the floor through Chaturanga. Walk your thumbs under your chest, roll your shoulders on your back, draw your elbows in as you lift your chest off the floor. Look forward, baby cobra. Exhale, lower down, heels and elbows splay out, chin to chest. Your head is heavy. Press the tops of your feet heavy to the floor. Walk your hands a step back, thumbs by your lowest ribs. Roll your shoulders back, draw your elbows in. Lift your chest off the floor as you gaze forward. Baby cobra. You can stay here or grow your back bend as you press your hands down. Lift your heart up. High cobra. You want even more challenge in your back bend? Lift your knees and hips off the floor. Upward facing dog. Exhale, roll over your toes, move your hips up and back as you look at your feet. Downward facing dog. Inhale, high to the balls of your feet. Kick your right leg to the ceiling. Down dog split. Exhale, bend your right knee to your chest. Step your right foot through your hands. Find your blocks, place them on their highest level under your hands. Lower your back knee to the floor. Point your back toes. As you press your right foot down, inhale your arms overhead, low crescent lunge. Exhale, interlace your hands behind your head. Lift your chest as you gaze up. Inhale, reach your arms to the ceiling. Thumbs point back. Exhale, hands to the blocks. Tuck your back toes under. Move your hips back. Drop your head to your right knee. Half split. Inhale, bend your right knee, glide your hips forward, stamp your right foot to the floor, reach your arms up, low crescent lunge. Exhale, hands to the back of your head, heart to the ceiling. Inhale, reach your arms overhead, gaze up. Exhale, hands to the blocks, tuck your back toes under, move your hips back, drop your head to your right knee, half split. Inhale, bend your right knee, stamp your right foot to the floor, lift your back knee off the floor, move your blocks to the top of the mat, palm the floor, step back to downward facing dog. Inhale, glide your shoulders over your wrists, plank pose. Exhale, bend your elbows back, chaturanga. You can hover, knees to the floor or belly down. Inhale, either baby cobra, ribs off the floor, high cobra, or knees off the floor, upward dog. Exhale, roll over your toes, move your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, high to the balls of your feet, kick your left leg to the ceiling, down dog split. Exhale, bend your left knee to your chest, step your left foot through your hands, find your blocks, highest level underneath your hands, lower your right knee to the floor, point your right toes. Stamp your left foot heavy to the floor to anchor you. As you inhale, grow your arms to the ceiling to frame your ears, thumbs point back, low crescent lunge. Exhale, hands interlace behind your head, gaze up. Inhale, reach your arms to the ceiling. Exhale, ground your hands, tuck your back toes, move your hips back, round your spine, head to left knee, half split. Inhale, bend your left knee, glide your hips forward, sweep your arms to the ceiling, thumbs point back. Exhale, hands behind your head, gaze to the ceiling. Inhale, reach your arms overhead, low crescent lunge. Exhale, hands to the blocks, tuck your back toes under, move your hips back, round your spine, head to your left knee, half split. Inhale, bend your left knee, stamp your foot to the floor, lift your back knee off the floor, move your blocks to the top of the mat. Palm the floor as you step back to downward facing dog. Inhale, glide your shoulders over your wrists, look at the top of the mat, plank pose. Exhale, bend your elbows back, chaturanga. Inhale, point your feet, lift your heart through the gate of your arms. Gaze up to back bend. Exhale, roll over your toes, hips to the ceiling. Downward facing dog. Inhale, high to the balls of your feet. Exhale, bend your knees. Slowly walk yourself to the top of the mat. When you arrive, your feet are hip width apart. Fingertip the blocks. Make sure the blocks are on their highest level. As you stick out your buttocks, lengthen your spine. Gaze forward for supported half forward bend. Exhale, bend your knees, fall and fold, ragdoll. Look through your legs. Inhale, fingertip your shins just below your knees. Imagine you just pulled up knee socks up to your knees. Stick out your buttocks, pull your chest forward, half forward bend. Exhale, fall and fold, standing forward bend. Gentle bend of your knees. Fingertip the blocks. Press your right foot down. Inhale, kick your left leg behind you. Hip height. Supported warrior three. Exhale, bend both knees. Tuck your left knee behind the right. Place your left toes to the floor as you deepen the bend of your right knee, Shiva squat. Keep your right knee bent. As you inhale, your left foot back. Tuck your toes under. Sweep your arms overhead to frame your ears. High crescent lunge. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, bend both knees. Hands behind your head, puff up your chest, look towards the ceiling. Inhale, lengthen through your back leg. Keep the front knee bent, reach your arms overhead. High crescent lunge. Exhale, seal the knife edge of your left foot to the floor. Deep bend to the right knee, arms on the horizon. Look to your right hand. Warrior two. Push your feet down and away from each other. Inhale, interlace your hands behind your hips. Push your hands down, roll your shoulders on the back, puff up your chest, look to the ceiling. If you need to have an alternative for your shoulders, hands on the waistline works well. Inhale, heart lifts up higher. Exhale, dive your head to the inside of your right foot, right shoulder, inside of your right knee. Look to your left foot. Inhale. Exhale, humble warrior. Inhale, lift your left heel off the floor. Turn your left toes forward. You can fingertip the floor, blocks, or sweep your arms overhead. Exhale, step forward, fall and fold, standing forward bend. Inhale, fingertip your shins just below your knees. Pull your chest forward, half forward bend. Exhale, fall and fold. Look through your legs. Standing forward bend. Inhale, micro bend your knees. Fingertip the blocks. Push your left foot down. Kick your right leg behind you. Supported warrior three. Deep inhale. Gaze forward. Exhale, bend both knees. Tuck your right knee behind your left, right toes to the floor. Deeper bend of your knees, Shiva squat. Keep your left knee bent. Inhale, your right foot back. Tuck the toes under. Reach your arms up and overhead. Thumbs point back. High crescent lunge. Exhale, bend both knees. Interlace your fingers, palms to the back of the head. Lift your chest. Gaze up. Inhale, lengthen your back leg, keep the front knee bent, arms overhead, high crescent lunge. Exhale, seal the knife edge of your right foot to the floor. Deep bend of your left knee, arms on the horizon. Warrior two, look at your left hand. Inhale, exhale, interlace your hands behind you. Take the other thumb on top. Punch your hands down your hips. Roll your shoulders on your back. Option to put your hands on your waistline. Inhale, look up towards the ceiling. Exhale, dive your head to the inside of your left foot. Tuck in your chin, humble warrior. Breathe here. Now look at your right foot. Inhale, lift your right heel off the floor. Turn your right toes forward. You can fingertip the floor, blocks, or reach your arms overhead. Exhale, step forward, fall and fold. Standing forward bend. Inhale, fingertip your shins, look forward, half forward bend. Exhale, fall and fold. Standing forward bend. Inhale, micro bend your knees, fingertip the blocks. Right foot is heavy, kick your left leg back. Option to fly your arms behind you like a jet plane, thumbs point down. Exhale, bend both knees. Tuck your left knee behind the right knee, left toes to the floor. Option to place hands in prayer, Shiva squat or fingertip the blocks. Keep your right knee bent. Inhale, step your left foot back. Reach your arms overhead, high crescent lunge. Exhale, bend both knees, hands behind your head. Lift your heart to the ceiling. Inhale, lengthen through the back leg, arms to the ceiling, high crescent lunge. Exhale, seal the knife edge of your left foot to the floor, arms on the horizon. Warrior two. Inhale, interlace your hands behind you or hands on hips, puff up your chest, look to the ceiling. Exhale, dive your head to the inside of your right leg. Look to your left foot, humble warrior. Inhale, lift your left heel off the floor, left toes point forward. Fingertip the floor, blocks or arms overhead. Exhale, step forward, fall and fold, standing forward bend. Inhale, fingertip your shins just below your knees, gaze forward. Exhale, fall and fold, standing forward bend. Inhale, micro bend your knees, fingertip the blocks, left foot is heavy, kick your right leg back. Option to challenge yourself with your balance, jet plane your arms behind you, shoulders on the back. Exhale, bend both knees, tuck your right knee behind your bent left knee. Hands can come in prayer for Shiva squat or fingertip the blocks. Keep your left knee bent. Inhale, step your right foot back, tuck your toes under. Reach your arms overhead, high crescent. Exhale, bend both knees, hands behind your head, gaze up. Inhale, lengthen your back leg, front knee bent, arms overhead, high crescent. Exhale, seal the knife edge of your right foot to the floor, arms on the horizon, warrior two. Inhale, interlace your fingers, punch your hands down your hips, shoulders on the back, look to the ceiling. Exhale, bow your head to the inside of your left foot, tuck in your chin, look to your right foot. Inhale, lift your right heel off the floor. All 10 toes point forward. You can fingertip the floor, blocks, or reach your arms overhead. Exhale, step forward, fall and fold. Standing, forward bend. Inhale, find your fingertips on the blocks. Lift your heels off the floor. Exhale, bend your knees. Sit your hips to your heels. Lower your hips to the floor. Now grab one block and place it outside of your right hip as you lower yourself down onto your back side. Once your head is on the floor, deepen the bend of your knees. Your heels are directly underneath your knees as you stamp your feet to the floor. Inhale, lift your hips up. Place your block on its lowest or second highest level underneath your hips for a supported bridge pose. Palms face up alongside you as you gaze towards the ceiling. Now, this is a more passive expression of bridge. Feel free to stay here, but if you feel as though you want to find a more active expression to strengthen your backside, stamp your feet to the floor, lift your hips up, remove the block, press your palms down to the floor. Feel the back of your shoulders heavy to the floor. Gaze at the ceiling. If you like to get more shoulder work, opening, interlace your fingers, walk your arm bones towards the midline. Continue to stamp your feet to the floor for your active variation of bridge pose. Lift your hips up, contract your buttocks, breathe here. Find your hips higher, open up through your belly, deep inhale. Exhale, release your hands. Lower your hips to the floor. If you have the block under your hips, stamp your feet to the floor, lift your hips up and remove the block with one hand. Lower your hips to the floor. Pull your bent knees to your chest, hands to shins. Give yourself a gentle rock from side to side. Massage through your back body. The next time your knees come to the right, let them fall in a gentle stack to the right. Right hand outside of your left knee. Extend your left arm out to the side. Shoulder height. Look to your left hand. Supine on the back twist. Inhale. Exhale. Pull your bent knees into your chest. Hands to shins. Gently rock yourself from side to side. The next time your knees come to the left, let them fall in a gentle stack of bent knees. Place your left hand outside of your right knee. Extend your right arm out, shoulder height. Right palm is up. Look to the right. Deep inhale. Open up through the right side of your chest. Exhale. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, bend your knees into your chest. Hands to shins. Press your back to the floor, lift your shoulders and head off the floor, nose to knees, curl up into a tight ball. Lower your head and shoulders to the floor. Extend your legs long on the mat. Your feet are hip width apart. Heels turn in, toes turn out. Your palms face up for Shavasana, final relaxation pose. If you'd like to continue the heart opening, reach your arms overhead. Find a gentle bend of your elbows. Palms up. Rest one hand in the palm of the other. If your lower back feels sensitive, may I suggest you bend your knees, walk your feet as wide as the mat, knock your inner knees into touch. Give yourself these next few moments of silence to connect to what you feel as a result of your posture flow. Deepen your inhale, exhale. Since you're in the comfort of your own space, feel free to stay here and rest longer. But if you're ready to move on with your day, join me as you inhale, your arms overhead. Exhale, bend your knees, roll over to your right side, fetal position. Place your left palm to the floor in front of your chest. Inhale, press your hands heavy to the floor to make your way up to sit in a comfortable cross-legged seat. You can sit on the floor, but if you notice that your spine rounds, grab a block on its lowest level underneath your hips. This will help you to sit tall. Reach your arms overhead, deep inhale. Exhale, gather your hands in prayer at the center of your chest. Bow your chin in. Take this moment to thank yourself for showing up, doing the work, for staying with your breath, for keeping yourself open as you moved through your heart and back flow. From my heart to yours, deep inhale. Exhale, namaste. I thank you so much for tuning in and practicing with me. I do hope you enjoyed this practice. And do remember, if you enjoy this and you want more, make sure you subscribe so you're notified each time I upload a practice. And if you want a longer extended version, do check out the links in my description box. Come on to my online studio where your first class is free. I'll see you soon. Namaste.